What is up, y'all? This is Corban Ford, the Los Angeles Lakers Network, here to give you a preview of tonight's action between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. That's right. The last game of NBA Rivals Week will consist of LeBron James versus Steph Curry, both, neck and neck in terms of regular season matchups. I think LeBron has the edge thanks to Christmas 13-12. But we don't care about that. It's not really about LeBron right now. It's not really about Steph Curry, Warriors, Lakers. It's about the return. He has risen. He has come to play. Yes, that's right. Talking about Jared Vanderbilt. After a year away, Jared Vanderbilt is back. And despite what you might hear from Coach Redick or LeBron James about, hey, he's here, but who knows if he'll play? It's probable. We'll see, whatever the case may be. I'm going with this probably the case that he's going to play today or later tonight, rather. And I'm excited to see what he looks like on the court. So real quick, I'm going to give three and a half kind of storylines for tonight's game. The first is the return of Jared Vanderbilt. He probably is going to be in minutes restriction, which makes total sense. But I do want to see what he looks like on the court. He's been away for a year. And yes, being able to do 5-on-5 and contact, all that's well and good. The unfortunate reality, though, is that it's not a substitute for real live NBA action. And so when we see Vanderbilt on the court, how does he look? How much rest does he have? Is he able to slide back in defensively? Has he been able to, work on his shooting or something? Like, we'll see kind of what he has and how he slots in this current iteration of the Lakers, because he is at this point being brought right into the fold. There's not really going to be a whole lot of gearing up period. This is kind of it. I kind of give an analogy to the Clippers when they brought back Kawhi. They did like a 5-game preseason, if you will, where he played 5 games and didn't play after the third quarter and was on a tight minutes cap. Something like that, I imagine, will be for Vanderbilt, but it's a lot more imperative because of the role that he provides for the specific Lakers team. That, unlike the Clippers, has some quote-unquote aspirations, right? Again, not to slight the Clippers. They're overachieving. It's not about the Clippers. Let's keep moving. Just want to see how Vanderbilt looks. I think a lineup ideally for me that I would like to see on the floor at some point is Austin Reeves, DFS, Vanderbilt, LeBron, AD. I think it's a good mix of length, defensive activity, enough offense to keep the whole thing moving. Dorian Finney-Smith providing spot shooting, Austin Reeves, LeBron. That's a nice mix. And I want to see Vanderbilt, playing at the point of attack, kind of being another guy anchoring the back line alongside AD, just more of a perimeter-focused version of that. I really think that he is pretty integral. I think we all agree that he's integral to what the Lakers are trying to do when he's healthy. And now he is. So we'll see what that looks like. Second thing that I'm kind of looking at for the Lakers, if they can keep that focus and mentality they had against Boston just 2 nights ago. They whooped Boston. We were all pumped about that. They came with the focus and energy and intensity, defensive activity. They were all over the place. And we want to see that brought again, because if anything, these Lakers have shown us this year is that, they run hot and cold, up and down. Sometimes the motor's there, they're engaged, they're good. It's copacetic. Other times they're hitting the mouth, they kind of fade back. They don't have the fight for reasons you can't explain. They play down to the level of their opponent. It gets really weird. And this Warriors team, just to let you know what they have going on right now. Obviously Steph Curry, right? But they are without the services of both Draymond Green as well as Jonathan Kuminga. And those are just their big guys, right? Draymond Green still out with that calf injury that he suffered against the Wizards last week. Jonathan Kuminga's been out for almost 2 weeks now with his right ankle sprain. But that's not all. Gary Payton, the second, is out due to illness. Brandon Podziemski is out with the right abdominal injury. And Andrew Wiggins is out with bilateral low back soreness. That's big. That's their main guys outside of Steph Curry. Draymond, Kuminga, Gary Payton, Brandon Podziemski, and Andrew Wiggins. In theory, yes, the Warriors are still going to fight. They have Steph Curry. They always have a chance. But it should be a lot easier for the Lakers to take care of them. But that's why this is the perfect team to go and beat the Lakers. And then we look back, recapping later on, going, wow, what went wrong? Right? So that's what I'm looking at. Defensively, Lakers have shored up. They brought that energy against a much tougher Boston team. Let's see if they can show up against a Warriors team that doesn't have the required weapons, in my mind, to match up with the Lakers. In my mind, you really focus on Steph Curry. Obviously, easier said than done. But if you do that, let everyone else get theirs. Guy Santos, go crazy. Dennis Schroeder, he can get hot. I'm not going to say he can't. So can, Buddy Hield. So can Moses Moody. But at the end of the day, all those guys are mostly spot shooters benefiting from the penetration that Curry provides. The only other guy who can reliably create something off the dribble is Dennis Schroeder. And even he runs hot and cold on that, right? So defensively, shouldn't be, in my mind, super difficult if you are playing the right way with the right focus and energy. Because yes, chasing Steph Curry all around the court, that's not fun. Even as a viewer, that does not look like a fun activity for the Lakers defenders to do. But you cannot give him that space. You need to cut off the angles. You need to make it so that he is exhausted. And from there, you force those other guys to try to beat you. And, if Moses Moody wants to go crazy, okay, you can make adjustments to that. If Dennis Schroeder's having a huge game, sure, we can look at that. Buddy Hield's knocking down threes off the dribble, great. But other than that, cut that out of the sake. And then you pretty much got it. And that's what the Lakers need to really focus on. But a lot of that, you can have the schemes all you want. You could have the return of Vanderbilt and everything there. That's great. You could have a mostly healthy roster. That's awesome. It's really about the mentality and the night-to-night focus. And so just wanted to see if the Lakers will bring that from Boston or from against Boston going into this Warriors game. The third thing, just kind of the intangibles. Again, these are things from Boston, but the Lakers shot 42% from three against Boston. Like, made one more three than them. I think definitely shot a better percentage than they did. Like, they were great. I mean, obviously it was, Austin Reeves, LeBron got in there, Rui Hachimura was in there, Max Christie was in there. Like, it was a lot of different guys. Dalton Knecht. Can they bring that hot hand again? We know the Lakers are streaky shooters. We know this. Even the quote-unquote shooters like Reeves and Dalton Knecht are streaky, right? But they can bring that three-point shot in. You already know that they're going to force the issue at the rim with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. That's no surprise, right? But if they're also able to balance that out with shooting from the outside, you're giving a really, really just overwhelmed Warriors team a lot more to have to account for. And I'm willing to bet that they can't if everything comes together in that way. So those are kind of the biggest things for me. Lastly, again, Lakers are just mostly healthy. I'm just going to go through who they're missing. Jalen Hood-Schifino and Christian Wood are the only ones for them that are out. Jalen Hood-Schifino, of course, that left hamstring strain. Christian Wood with that left knee surgery that he had. He's been out all year for. Honestly, both of them are gone. Okay, cool. Like, I guess we kind of would miss Christian Wood if we had seen him, but we haven't. And Jalen Hood-Schifino, don't even get me started on JHS. No, I'll have to say. Meanwhile, Bronny James is out with the South Bay Lakers, and Bronny James had a big game. Last night? Yeah, I think he had 20-something points. I think he was 5'11" from three, had a nice poster dunk. It's really good to see him really get his footing together, look like the potential prospective NBA kind of rotation level player. By getting these reps and looking good there, and then maybe we'll see, what he looks like with the big club, further down the line. But as that stands for right now, we're not going to see last 2 minutes of the game Bronny James tonight. He will not be playing. So with that being said, most of the Lakers, like, everyone else is there. Your two probable guys are LeBron James with that left foot injury management that he's had all season, and then Anthony Davis with right calf soreness. So they're probable, but I take probable to mean they're probably going to play. So we'll kind of see what that looks like for them. But honestly, this is where we're at. Can Lakers come in with the necessary aggression? Can Lakers come in and out-rebound a Warriors team that's in the top 5 in rebounding, but are missing basically all of their rebounders, right? Like Draymond, Kuminga, Wiggins. That's all your forward rebounding. I'm sure Guy Santos will get in there. Maybe the guards will mix it up. Moses Moody's basically playing power forward. But, like, you have a Lakers front line that just got stronger with Vanderbilt. There shouldn't be an issue in terms of getting rebounds. So can Lakers do that? Are they going to bring that hot hand shooting? How will Vanderbilt look in his return? And will Lakers bring the necessary effort and intensity needed to win back-to-back games, coming off of a really good high in Boston? Can they keep that going against a Golden State Warriors team that is primed for an upset? As crazy as it sounds, we know these Lakers. We do. And if they did lose to the Warriors, would I be shocked? Not overly. Would I be disappointed? Definitely. But it could happen, right? So those are the kind of storylines, notes I'm looking at going into tonight's game. Just going to see what happens. That's why they play the game, right? Anyways, that was the quick preview of tonight's game. I know that Sean and myself will be on after doing, kind of recap of the game, hopefully in victory and not in disappointment. So stay tuned for that. Also want to say thank you to everyone who subscribes to Los Angeles Lakers Network. Those who are, leaving comments and, notes and thoughts. It's all appreciated. I know Sean reads everything. I've also started to read a lot as well. Speaking of that, I want to say first, thank you to the collective for, let me join a part of this great group and be able to talk with Sean Ball and have a lot of fun in that. Secondly, I've heard some thoughts about comparisons with this mug and a certain singer named Sean Kingston. And I just want to say no. I will get the haircut. I will get what I need. I like him. His music's great. Not my type of music, but like him, like a legend in that space. But no, I do not think that I do look like him at all. So yeah, just want to put that out there. I've seen at least 3 comments, and I'm like, so yeah. Anyways, y'all, thanks again for rocking with me here. Stay tuned. It's gonna be a great game. Hopefully get a Lakers victory. Either way, you'll catch Sean and myself afterwards. Stay tuned, locked in. We'll talk later. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.